What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another quick episode here on the Fantasy Fellowship channel. My name is Kyle. In this video, we're going to be going over my 2022 schedule grid heat map. And this was fun. I dug through the entire NFL schedule today. I made a grid, and then I was able to kind of make a heat map of it based on strength of schedule and projected wins. Now, I guess we'll get into it here. This is an exclusive here on the 2022 draft kit. And I guess before we get into the video, I just want to say happy 4th of July weekend. I am running a promo code. You're going to get $4 off the draft kit. It's originally priced at $15, so $4 off gets you to $11. And we're running this code through July 5th. So end of July 5th, the code will disappear. But again, it's promo code July 4th. I'll even type that in there for you guys to have. Let me just get that on the YouTube comments. Promo code July 4th, all lowercase there. So promo code July 4th gets you $4 off. And let's get into the video. And I guess if you hang on tight to the end, we're going to get some drafters.com picks in there. So the schedule grid heat map, again, what I did was I took DraftKings Sportsbook and we looked at win totals for the whole season, and I kind of just categorized these then. So like Titans, 9 wins, Panthers, 6 wins. And that's kind of what you see here on the far left. So I could filter here. We'll talk about who's projected the most wins. You've got Tampa Bay and Buffalo, both projected in 11.5 wins. Down at the bottom, Houston, Atlanta, Seattle, the Jets, Carolina, Jacksonville, teams like that. So green means you're going to win more games. Red means you're going to lose more games. So let me just go ahead and filter back by alphabetical here. And we can kind of start to see. So again, you want teams that have easier matchups. And if I go here on the far right, I have compiled this, and you can see below 500 opponents, meaning they have more easy games. If I filter this, we're looking at the Philadelphia Eagles having the most opponents projected under 500. So their schedule starts off with Detroit, Minnesota, Washington, Jacksonville, Arizona, and then Dallas. So their first like true tough defense comes week 6 against Dallas. They have the bye week 7. And then they kind of got a little bit of a interesting one here. Pittsburgh, who has a good defense, Houston, Washington, then Indianapolis, the Packers, and then you see the end of the season, Tennessee, the Giants, Bears, there's Dallas again, the Saints, and the Giants. So by far the most opponents below 500 projected win totals. And then on the opposite end of this spectrum, you see Kansas City down here at the bottom with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both these teams have to, I guess if we inverse this, opponents above 500, Kansas City and the Steelers both play 11 teams that are projected to finish with a better record than 500. So tough matchups here. You see a lot of a handful of green matchups throughout the way here. They do have a nice schedule opening up into the fantasy playoffs. So Houston and Seattle are there, but they're bookended by the Denver Bronco games. And then the Steelers have a nice little run here of Carolina and Las Vegas weeks 15 and 16, but for the most part here, you're seeing a lot of green, mostly green the first half of the season. So this could actually pave way for Kenny Pickett to start by, maybe some point this season. So the teams with the hardest schedule, the Chiefs, the Steelers, and I guess even, if we look at this column of 10, above 500 opponents with 10 games, again, so 10 games against teams that are going to, win more than they lose. You're talking Arizona, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Houston, the Chargers. So the teams that we care about, probably the Chargers, the Bengals, and the Buffalo Bills. So probably 4 of our favorite offenses to draft for fantasy. Again, you have the Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, and Chargers. They all have tough schedules, and that's they all kind of play each other in a way. But we just have to note that, hey, these guys do have tough schedules. You see a lot of green over here on this right side for these teams. And then, again, as you look down here to the bottom right, these teams face the fewest amount of good teams. And again, the Eagles have a nice schedule. The San Francisco 49ers, though, we didn't really talk about them at the beginning, but their final playoff run is Seattle, Washington, and Las Vegas. That could be kind of nice. And I guess after they play the Chargers in week 10, they're going to get the Cardinals, who really don't have a good defense. The Saints have a good defense, but still you can score on the Saints. The Dolphins, Tampa Bay, and then there's that nice run there. So I'm interested in collecting some of these teams, especially even Minnesota here, who we see they do have only 7 games of opponents above 500, and 2 of those are the Packers. In their end of the season here, I guess after Dallas, you're going to get New England, and then the Jets, the Lions, the Colts, the Giants, and then week 17 against Green Bay. So some schedule things here. Let's actually go back to the article. And again, here's the easiest schedules, kind of just ranked. Again, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Minnesota, the 49ers, even Baltimore. You see a couple teams here. So with 17 games, that means they have 9 games against, quality potential win opponents, and then 8 games against some tough ones. And then down here, here's your toughest schedules: Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Arizona, Buffalo, yada, yada. A lot of teams with 10 tough games. So use this. Again, it's in the 2022 draft kit. Go ahead and get that with the promo code July 4th. There's links in the description below to get you to where you need to go. But I had a lot of fun creating this. Again, you can see all the projected wins. And then it's kind of nice to see, who's hitting the speed boost. You see some teams here. If I kind of go back, I mean, there's a lot of teams, I guess, you kind of want to target these reds, these slides into the fantasy playoffs. And one that I noticed was the Detroit Lions. After they play Buffalo week 12, it's a tough opponent. I guess even before that, they play Green Bay week 9, and then they're going to get Chicago and the Giants. So easy defenses for the Lions to capitalize on. They play Buffalo at home. That's going to be tough. That's Thanksgiving Day. But then after that, Jacksonville, Minnesota, the Jets, Carolina, and Chicago, that's an epic run. So we should be encouraged to take a guy like Jameson Williams. He could end up being a league winner with this back half of this schedule. Basically, only the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings have a chance of being above 500. So I like that schedule a lot. There's a couple other teams: Carolina, Seattle, Pittsburgh, Detroit. That's a nice little run here. I'm interested in looking at Jacksonville plays the Jets and the Houston Texans week 16 and 17. Another interesting schedule here is the Jets. They play Detroit, Jacksonville, and Seattle. So a lot of fun things to look at. Definitely check out the 2022 draft kit and see what you can find in there. But while I have you here, let's end the video with some drafters.com best ball picks. I'm on the board. I'm on the clock right now with 2 picks. We started our draft at the 5 spot with Austin Eckler. I'm going to come back here. I'm filtering by ADP. I think we have to take Mike Evans here. He has an ADP of 19, but I mean, I'm willing to. The fact that Deebo Samuel was taken here at 14, I mean, that's a crime. He should be going, end of the 2nd round. So I think Mike Evans is the easy pick. If I don't get. So I love taking the running backs, whether it's Swift, Mixon, Jones, Fournette, or Barkley. That's kind of been what I've been doing. I've been drafting those running backs there, but the only other guy that I really want round 2 is Mike Evans. So we'll take Mike Evans and pair him with Austin Eckler. And then let's move on to, let's see what I'm looking at here. So round 4, we started with Dalvin Cook, Mike Evans, and Mike Williams. So this is the 41st overall pick. You see Deontay Johnson's at a 39 ADP, David Montgomery 40, Cam Akers 40. I don't love those guys. They can be valuable RB2s. If I had to pick one, I'm probably taking Cam Akers. I like Darren Waller here. I'm interested in that. But if we looked at my rankings, I mean, I have Cortland Sutton as a top 10 receiver. His ADP is 41.9. I'm picking pick 41. So I'm going to go ahead and make my trio of Mike Evans, Mike Williams, and Cortland Sutton. So fun picks there. And that's all we got for you today. So thank you guys for hanging out. I'm on vacation just for tomorrow. I'll be back making videos Sunday and Monday for you guys. So enjoy your 4th of July weekend. Have fun, be safe, and use that promo code July 4th. Thank you guys so much for your time. We'll see you later. Peace.